Hey guys, welcome back to the Afterthoughts podcast. My name is Lila.
I'm Ava.
And today we're going to be talking about teen
issues. It's fine, we all deal with it. But today we're just gonna
be talking about like social media and just like high school and stuff in general. So let's do like what?
Let's get into it.
Actually, this was
we got new mics.
Yeah, we got personal mics. So let us know what you prefer. If you like the one in the middle or if you like these. Basically, we got a request on one of our past videos that was like, hey, maybe talk about like teen issues, just like growing up with social media and stuff. So I'm like, okay, sure, let's try it out.
Let's try it out.
So like, we're both on Instagram. Obviously, we have like personal accounts on Instagram,
And we have an Afterthoughts.
We do have
Afterthoughts.pod. Go follow it.
We also we're both on Snapchat. We're both on TikTok.
Barely. I am barely.
She uses Instagram Reels. Like, I'm sorry, but that's pathetic.
Okay, let me just tell you. So I had TikTok for so long, but I was so addicted to it that I had to delete it, and my mom kind of made me delete it too. It was like half and half choice. So then I deleted it, and I just downloaded it with her. And the reason why I'm on Instagram Reels is because when you're on an app for a long time, they know your algorithm.
Yeah, she's not on TikTok enough to have like a good For You page.
So when I ever go on
TikTok's
it,
For You page is so much better than Reels.
I know. But I've been on Reels so much
Reels
that the algorithm's
is like 20
good.
years behind the trends. Like, it's kind of sad. Okay.
And I'm still laughing though, so it's whatever.
So basically, what's like your overall opinion on social media? Like, do you like it? Do you hate it?
So,
because I have a very strong opinion on it.
Okay, I do like it. I think there's definitely pros and cons to it. I like it that you can like be yourself and like show your interests and
like
meet new people.
Side.
A creative side, that's great. I think I'm more con, like not against.
You're not against it?
No, I am against it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, I think I am against it because I just think that, not speaking from like my experience, but like seeing other people and how it affects them, I just think, why do we have this? And I'm like one to talk because I do have Instagram, TikTok, Be Real. I love Be Real though. Snapchat, like all these things, and I do like it, but it's not my main focus.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think I'm like very like, I hate social media. I do think there's like a cool like creative side to it, but it's so filtered out now that it's literally just like everything's fake, everything's planned. 80-90% of the stuff you see is not even real.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like there's not as much of a creative side as it used to. I love Visco, where you just post like photos of yourself.
And I like how there's no
numbers, there's no likes, no followers. Like, you can follow someone to see what they post, but there's no numbers. There's no like status in a way. So
like, almost like Instagram has a hierarchy.
That is like when I think of expressing creativity, I think of like Visco or like Pinterest. I don't think of, like Instagram, because Instagram is so fake to the point where like the stuff you post isn't even real anymore.
Yeah.
Also, I think that we don't realize like how much social media like takes over our lives.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, it's insane.
And I am like guilty of that. I feel like I'm on Instagram.
Like, I'm so addicted to TikTok.
Yeah, but I just feel like when you're more aware of it and like comfortable talking like this, I feel like it's better than when you're like in denial.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, like my mom, when I first started like getting super into social media, and my mom noticed like I got more tired, I wasn't as productive, like not getting as much work done, stuff like that. I was like, Mom, what are you talking about? Like, my phone is not the reason for that. But the older you get and the more you realize it, like, TikTok is the reason why I'm not, like, getting stuff done. Also, say you're going on your phone, like, oh, I need to check my email, like, because I emailed my teacher and I need to respond to her. I'll literally go on my phone, accidentally like open Instagram, because it's just like instinct to open one of those social media apps and scroll for like an hour and just completely forget.
Be like, oh wait, I was supposed to
and
do
be like,
this.
oh wait, I don't even remember what I was supposed to initially do because I'm so addicted to the idea of just like scrolling and looking at what people are doing that I don't even remember what I was doing
And
initially.
the worst thing is, like, even if you are addicted, like, sometimes it's easier to, like, not get addicted to something because it's not popular. But since, like, social media is just, like, the normal.
Well, I always tell my mom was like, oh, why don't you just delete it? I'm like, if you don't have social media in our generation, you're, like, invisible to the world. Like, you're not even a human.
And I don't think that's fair.
No, you're not even, like, factored into... I hate FaceTime unless it's, like, with, like, you or, like, someone else. But I hate just, like, casual FaceTime when someone calls you when you're on the phone for, like 3 hours. I hate that.
I used to be a FaceTime girl, but...
I I literally hate that. Like, I just can't do it. And a lot of people have, like, judged me for that. Because I think a lot of people kind of determine... like, your friendship level on how much you text them, talk to them, call them, and stuff. I'm like, I don't want our friendship to be based on a stupid phone.
And what we were talking about, like, in an earlier one, that, like in relationships, texting, getting to know each other
it's, like,
online
the central thing of it. It's all of it.
Yeah, but, like, it's not
none
the
of
same
it is
chemistry
actually
that
like
you have in person, which I think is with, like, a lot of things.
You can meet someone, like, just see them around school and be like, oh my gosh, he's so cute, let me add him on Snapchat, and talk to him for, like, 2 months and never have a conversation with him, and then you talk to him, like, in person, completely different person, because on social media, like, you don't get the body language, the tone, like, you don't get eye contact or any of that.
And people are more open online because they don't have the fear of, like, rejection or not interest or, like, you guys don't vibe.
No awkwardness.
Yeah,
like, it's just,
and
like,
that's normal. People should have that interaction.
Yeah, I think, honestly, the reason why our generation is so awkward is because of that. And I think people
for sure.
People are like, oh, I use social media because, like, it's not awkward. Like, I feel comfortable texting people. I'm like, that's why you're so awkward in person, is because none of us have dealt with, like, growing up with that awkwardness of, like, making friends or, like dating or whatever. So it's, like, 10 times more awkward, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's just, like, it's so weird to think about that generations before, like, our parents didn't grow up with that, and I can't even imagine, like,
I would want
a life where you don't have this, because we're so used to it now that
they're like, how do I contact someone if I don't have a phone?
No, literally, like, the whole my mom used to say how she would, like, call people on, like, the wall phone doing her homework. I'm like, the fact that you didn't just have constant access to, like, everything 24/7 is, like, bad, but also it seems so nice at the same time, like, in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have another point to bring up. So it's shown that, like, since social media, like, rates of depression have gone up, like, a ton, like, so much. And me and my mom were talking about this. I talk about social media with my mom, like, all the time. And it's because, say you're, like, on social media without your phone, you're not seeing, like, what everyone is doing 24/7 every day. Like, on your phone, you can literally see locations, what people are doing, what people are posting, private stories. You can see TikToks. Oh, she's in the Bahamas. She's here. She's here. And it makes you almost feel like, oh, well, I'm not there. And you feel bad for yourself in a way. You're like, oh, well, she's there and I didn't get to go. This is unfair. But originally, if you were to be friends with someone, say our moms when they're in high school, and you were just be friends, you would never know over winter break that she went to the Bahamas unless she sent you, like, a postcard, or, like, she sent you mail, or when you got back from winter break, she told you, like, her personal experience.
And you'd be like, oh, that's cool.
You're like, oh, that's fun. You're not seeing her dinner, her this, her that. You just see, like, so much into people's other lives that it makes you feel like yours isn't, like, good enough in a way. That's why, like, people have so much, like, you know, second, like, I don't know how to explain it. They just, like, don't feel good about themselves.
Definitely.
Which is, like, it's scary.
And I am guilty of that. Like,
but I don't 100% do that all the time.
I feel like my intentions are different than what we're, like, talking about. Like, I feel like when I post, like, my dinner or, like, where I am on Instagram, I don't really do it for other people to see.
Yeah.
I do it for myself.
Yeah. Well, you do it because it's fun. Like,
Yeah.
posting on social media is so fun. The idea, like, when we were younger, we used to make little videos that were, like, haul and stuff. Like, I even still do that now.
Me too.
But, like, from an outside point of view of someone, you just get jealous immediately. Like, when my friend, say, like, one of my friends goes to, like, this really cool resort or something, and I see, like, every single moment of it, or, like, an acquaintance in my class, you immediately, like, you like get kind of jealous. You're like, oh, that looks so fun. I didn't do that, you know. And it's not like in like a mean jealous way.
No,
like,
it's just like,
it's
oh,
just like
darn,
your natural instinct.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I wish I did that. Or you see these other people's lives that like you don't even like know existed in a way. Like half all these people in like this world, like in the world, you wouldn't know like all these people existed unless it were social media. Like all these famous influencer people, like you would have no idea who they are if it wasn't for social media.
Yeah.
When you think about that, so weird. So weird.
Yeah. That went deep.
It's so.
I know. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Oh, I have another point, but I forgot it. Oh, I have another one.
Come on.
The idea of fame is not getting as like cool, because getting famous is so easy now, with like TikTok and Instagram.
And there's so many cons now that people know everything about.
And there's so much more
lives.
like hate too.
Yeah, like and the cancel culture now is insane.
Cancel culture.
You can get canceled like that.
No, like say they find one photo of you like flipping someone off when you were like 2, they're like canceled.
Yep.
Like you're done. Your whole career.
Or you're at a party.
Your whole life is over because of that one thing you did 20 years ago.
But even though the people that are probably finding the photos have done worse.
Yeah, hello? The most hypocritical fans in the world. I mean, the people that cancel you aren't even your fans in the first place. It's people that initially, like, don't like you, and then they just dig for reasons to hate you.
Or they're trying to get famous through canceling someone.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is just, like, what's the point? Obviously, you have to be so insecure about yourself to hate on other people.
Oh, 100%. I will look through comments, like, on my YouTube channel, and I'll see stuff, and I do ASMR, which is, like, weird. Like, I'm sorry, but ASMR is really weird when you think about it, and, like, a lot of comments I get are, like, are kind of pathetic. Like, they don't personally affect me at all, because I know what I'm doing, like, I enjoy
and you know your worth.
And I know my, like, girl, trust me, I don't have any issues with that. Like, hello, I'm fine. You don't need to tell me that, like, this is weird. Like, honey, I know. What do you think I don't know what I'm doing? Like, what the heck? And I think I'm just like, what kind of person spends their time
just trolling
just
people?
like you literally have no life. Like, I'm sorry, but
like
you're
the person that trolled me.
No, literally, like, you're pathetic. Like, this is what you enjoy doing? Like, that is sad. It's honestly, like, depressing. Like, girl,
Look.
pick yourself up. Like, get some perspective. Well, what I was saying... oh my god. What I was saying about, like, since there's so many famous people now, like, there's... Oh my god, my hip just cracked. Since there's so many famous... since there's so many famous people now, like, when our parents were younger, there was, like, maybe, like, 5 movie stars that everyone was obsessed with. Now there's, like, 20 million influencers, 20 famous social media stars, 20 movie actresses, and, like, there's no, like, you know, I feel like when we were younger, there was, like... the girl, like, Selena Gomez.
Wow.
Taylor Swift. But as you get older, it's, like, all these millions different versions of people, and it's not, like, as cool.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. I think I watched the Emma Chamberlain. I love Emma Chamberlain's podcast.
Me too.
Anything goes. It's such like a...
It's such like a homey, podcast. Like...
Yeah, it's just like a chill vibe. And she, I think, is the most, like, the most, like, real influencer. And in her podcast, she talked about how she thinks... Yes. In her podcast, she talked about what I just said about how she thinks, like, social media is going to have, like, a fallout, like, in, like, 20 years, 15 years.
Oh, 100%. There's going to be
because, like,
something
the idea of fame isn't as cool anymore. And, like, since everyone gets so famous so fast now, like, Alex Early, for example. She doesn't know who Alex Early is, which is, like, crazy. She literally, in a month, she gained 1.8 million followers on TikTok, which is, like...
For doing what?
for just doing get ready with me's, and I'm literally obsessed with her. Like, I love her, and I think she's so cool, but like, it's crazy how fast.
How like a month ago you didn't even know who she is.
A month ago I barely knew who this girl was, and now I'm like obsessed with the idea of her. I don't even know who she is. Like, she's not a movie star, she's none of that, but like,
yeah,
she just creates these videos in her room, and I think that's why like social media is so popular. It's because you get a sense of like realness, and there's like you have an idea in your head that like, oh, I could potentially do that. Like, it's not like Bella Hadid. You're like, oh, I could never read Bella Hadid, but you have a chance of being like an Alex Early.
Yeah,
it's hard to explain.
I feel like when I was younger, I always dreamed of like being famous or like being like well known, but I feel like now I'm not opposed to the idea.
My dad just texted me.
I'm not opposed to the idea of getting famous because yes, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would be more excited of having the power. I feel
like
to like
the opportunity that it comes with. Do you mean?
Yeah, but like you know how like when you're famous, so many people look up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when you have the platform, you can share so many things, and I feel like we need more famous people,
like the inspirational
to be real.
aspect.
Yeah, to be like
we need like 100
like
more Emma Chamberlains, because I think like growing like my teenage years wouldn't have been like, I mean, I'm still in my teenage years, but like my tween years wouldn't have been my tween years. Like, middle school would not have been middle school without Emma Chamberlain. My middle school literally was Emma Chamberlain like the whole year, because I was like obsessed with her. And I thought she was so cool. And I mean, like, I still do. Girl is like slaying. She has like an $11 million house.
I love her house.
Her house is so pretty. I don't know. Like, I could talk about that house for years. Yes.
Oh, and one thing we wanted to say, or I wanted to say,
yeah,
is that especially because this kind of seems like hypocritical to like say anti-social media and then we're on Instagram and YouTube, but we're not like against it. I just feel like
we're talking about like the effects
and
like you should be aware of the effect it has,
because Instagram and YouTube is like great for like different things, but I just feel like if you're aware of like being like on it less, or like,
well, we're talking about the fact that like most people are like blindsided by how much it's taken over their lives.
When you're aware
it helps. Yeah, and you feel more like in a way this feels productive, because like we're not just scrolling on social media, we're using it to like make people connect or like feel inspired. Yeah So I don't think we're being hypocritical. I mean, we are, but like in a different way.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this episode is called
PS Teen Talk.
Teen Talk.
And let us know. I feel like we could do multiple parts to this.
Like
this is a social media. We could do like I don't know, other versions. Okay.
Ready.
Bye.